Welcome to the Deep Dive. Ever wonder what it really means to live a fruitful life? Beyond the usual ideas, what's genuine impact look like? And, well, how do we grow it?
Yeah.
Today, we're getting right into a core concept, fruit bearing. We'll unpack its depth and, what it means for you using John 15.1-8 and insights from Reverend Dr. Eric Peters.
It's a really foundational topic.
Yeah.
And as Dr. Peters points out, it kind of pushes back against that common, maybe transactional view we sometimes have.
Transactional, how so?
Well, like, I do this for God, so God does that for me.
Ah, okay.
But the scripture here, it suggests God's aiming for something deeper, like real transformation in us and a genuine contribution we make.
Okay, let's unpack this. Starting with John 15, verses 1 and 2. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
The gardener, yeah.
Right. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
So there's that clear distinction right away. Fruitless branches, fruitful branches.
Exactly. The fruitless are removed, but the fruitful ones, they get purged, pruned. It sounds a little intense, doesn't it? Is that purging, like, painful?
Yeah.
Is it punishment?
That's a really common reading, but what's fascinating here is it's not about punishment.
Okay.
Think about a skilled gardener pruning a prize rose bush.
Right.
They cut away the dead wood, maybe some overgrown parts, so not to hurt the bush, but because they know it'll lead to, more amazing flowers later.
Ah, I see. It's about potential.
Exactly. It's an act of care. The father's actively involved, but it's for more fruit. It highlights that nurturing role.
Okay, so if pruning is about potential, about growth, how do we even get to a point where we can bear fruit in the first place?
Well, that leads right into the core idea, doesn't it?
Abiding, verses 4 and 5. Abide in me, and I in you.
Yes.
As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me.
That dependence is just absolute.
It really is. For without me, ye can do nothing.
Stark. Absolutely. And Reverend Dr. Peters really helps clarify this. He talks about the operation of the word in our lives.
Okay, what does that mean, practically?
It means Scripture isn't just, information we collect. It's meant to be active.
Active.
Yeah, shaping our choices, our character, our actions. So the fruit becomes the evidence of that real living connection.
So it moves beyond just doing things for God.
Right. It's the natural outcome of truly being connected to the source, impacting the world, not just like our own spiritual feelings.
But what if that connection breaks or isn't maintained? Verse 6 is pretty blunt.
It is. Cast out, withers, burned. The contrast is, it's stark.
So connecting this bigger picture, what are the deeper implications Reverend Dr. Peters draws out?
Well, first he emphasizes it's a huge privilege, partnering with Christ and the Father in this.
A privilege, okay.
Second, and this is profound, that real partnership. It's actually necessary for effective prayer. That's verse 7. Our desires start aligning with his.
Alignment.
And then ultimately, verse 8, the Father is glorified when we bear much fruit. And that actually defines us as disciples.
So fruitfulness isn't just about what you do.
Exactly. It's also deeply about who you become through that abiding process.
So boiling it down, what does this mean for you listening right now?
Well,
This connection, this abiding, it's not just for your own benefit, is it? It has to lead somewhere.
right. It has to result in something that genuinely benefits others, expands goodness, builds his kingdom, one act of fruit at a time.
So the kindness, the integrity, the service, that's the fruit.
That's definitely part of it. Everything needed flows from that connection, and it must result in fruit that makes a real difference.
So this deep dive really shows that fruit bearing isn't some chore list.
No, not at all.
It's a transformative result. The natural outcome of being alive and connected, rooted in the vine, fed by the word, becoming sort of a conduit for good.
Well said. And that really leads to a final thought, maybe a provocative one for you to consider. If pruning is necessary for more fruit, what might need to be purged or pruned away in your own life right now? What might be holding you back from bearing even greater fruit? Think about not just what fruit you might bear, but how deep you're willing to go with that abiding to truly unlock it.